Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here's my second video about restaurants that my husband and I have eaten in recently. Well, I wanted to leave the second one about a restaurant that my husband and I absolutely, positively love. And it's called Abuelo's. A-U-B-L-E-L-O or something like that. It's very Mexican. It's Spanish for grandfather. It's just one of the best restaurants my husband and I have ever eaten in, and we love going in there. The restaurant is immaculately clean. I mean, they do a really good job on keeping the place clean. The staff is extremely attentive. I mean, they are tripping over themselves to help you. I mean, literally. I mean, they, don't even let your glass get even about halfway empty without coming to you and saying, "Hey, you want another drink?" I mean, seriously. I mean, it adds new meaning to the bottomless beverage. I mean, they'll keep pumping you full of whatever beverage you get. And they also keep supplying the free chips and salsa, and it's just, even the management is so super friendly. And I mean, the food is wonderful. I mean, extremely wonderful. My husband and I love Mexican food anyway, so, it just makes it that much better. Abuelo's is located, the one that we eat in, is located in Crestview Hills, Kentucky, inside of the Crestview Hills Mall, like I mentioned previously. And it's a wonderful restaurant, and I highly recommend it. And it's just one of those restaurants where the food is just, in a word, amazing. I mean, it is literally fresh and made to order. I mean, it is, no lie. I mean, it says it right in the, menu. I mean, the stuff, they don't actually cook the stuff or even heat it up prior to you ordering it. I mean, they do a fantastic job. And you can taste it in the food that it's literally, in a word, fresh. No joke. I mean, so if there's, if you go online to abuelos.com and you find an Abuelo's near you, I highly recommend going there and eating. I mean, because it makes every other Mexican joint look like a practical joke. I mean, it is just, it rocks. Abuelo's rocks, literally. I mean, and it's a beautiful restaurant inside. It's got, in the one that we eat in Crestview Hills, it's got a statue of an older gentleman wearing a boiler hat and holding a little boy in his arms, and it's just, the restaurant is always clean, it's always nice, and the staff is just incredible every single time that we've ever gone in there. I mean, and it's just, I mean, my husband and I, believe me, will be eating in that restaurant multiple times. As long as that restaurant is open, believe me, my husband and I are going to be eating there. Now, as far as the prices go, they are moderately priced for a Mexican restaurant. I mean, it's the kind of place you would take your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, significant other on Friday or Saturday night, and it'd still be a nice restaurant. It's just one of those places where, if you can, go there and eat, okay? Like I said, the restaurant that, I'm talking about here is Abuelo's, and is some of the best Mexican food. I mean, they don't have just fajitas and burritos and chimichangas and whatever you think of when you think, Mexican restaurants, or even tacos. They do have that there, yes, but they also have really good fish, really good steak, and I mean, it is just amazing. My husband and I had fish. I believe it was tilapia or salmon, one or the other, or another, fish. And it came with chopped up mushrooms and like peppers, green peppers, and this really delicious cheesy sauce, and broccoli and rice as the side dishes. And it was amazing. I mean, it was fresh, it tasted really good, and my husband practically inhaled his fish. I'm serious. And I mean, my husband's an eater, but I mean, it was so good. It was just wonderful. And the three dips that we got is guacamole and this cheese dip, and then bean dip with our chips as an appetizer, and we also got the salsa, and that was really good. And speaking of those chips are complimentary. The three dips the bean dip, the guacamole, and the cheese dip weren't free. We did pay for that, a nominal fee. But those were good, and those were warm. Well, the cheese dip and the bean dip were the gack, as I call it. The guacamole was cold. The salsa was cold, and it was good. But the chips are not salty. I mean, they're very lightly, and I mean very lightly salted. They're incredible. But if you're in the northern Kentucky area and you happen to be in Crestview Hills and you're in the mood for Mexican, go eat at Abuelo's. It is inside the Crestview Hills Mall near the pub, like facing Dixie Highway. I really highly recommend this restaurant. I mean, highly. I give it 5 stars on a 5-star rating. Give it 10 stars on a 10-star rating. I mean, 2 thumbs up if it was a movie, like Siskel and Ebert used to do. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. And of course, this is, you know, the second of the 2 food videos that I was leaving for you guys, video blogs. And anyway, I hope you guys have a very wonderful day and a very safe and happy October and Halloween.